John Moxley in.
All right.
There's
Minus 40 seconds.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Pornhub and AEW present Kyle and Bruno at Esports.
All right.
Beep, beep, beep.
We are live on everything.
And here we go for another edition of the AEW Dynamite review. And my name is Frank Jofo. You all know who else is here. Claudio Capri. I was going to do Kyle the Spoiler Morning and Select the Brew on the ones and twos. What's going on, guys?
Hey, not much. Yourselves, guys?
It's Wednesday.
Oh, really? I didn't fucking.
And you know what that means.
You know what
Yeah.
that means?
Another riveting episode of Dynamite.
Yeah.
I was going to say we get to hang out with Kyle again. We get
Yeah.
to,
By
we
the
get
way,
a brush of greatnent for one time of our week that we get. But
By the way,
Dynamite was
guys-
on too.
Come down from up top and
Guys.
bless you.
Yeah, exactly.
I
You tell him, Kyle.
I mentioned
Yeah, well,
this.
Claudio's got to say something or his fucking head's going to explode.
No.
Tell us,
What were you saying, Kyle?
go ahead.
Claudio, what's
Look
up?
at him.
Shut the fuck up. We're gonna see you next week. No, but I found this episode had more twists than an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
You write that one yourself?
Yeah.
Not
He's
only
been
did he write
waiting
it,
to say that
he
for the
promoted
longest
it
time.
on me on Frank when he gave me.
But and the best night is we saw Matt Hardy. That was
You know
what?
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 If that Dynamite was an M. Night Shyamalan movie, it was, what's that one with Wahlberg where the fucking trees try to kill him?
The Happening.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, the way Claudio is really adamant on practicing his sketches before he goes on air, you could almost say he's kind of like the Cody Rhodes of the podcast game.
It's Claudio Rhodes,
Claudio Rhodes.
Oh, no.
I like
the
it.
Italian American nightmare.
No.
Mr. Comedy himself, Claudio Rhodes.
No. I hate Cody Rhodes, and I despise Cody Rhodes.
Speaking of Cody Rhodes, then you guys could say, how did the show start tonight, Claudio?
what do I have to forgo? It's Frank
I don't
and
know.
it's Frank. Frank, go ahead, man.
Claudio Rhodes. Claudio Rhodes.
No.
You want me to puke on air right now, knowing that Cody Rhodes almost won that.
His presence making you choke on air.
I can't even fathom right now that it was this close. But thank the Lord, Sammy
At
Guevara
first, yeah.
came out on top.
But you know what? At first, I thought Cody was going to win, man. Everything was focused on Cody. Even that commercial for that reality show that he's in said Cody Rhodes, and then you go back to wrestling. Cody Rhodes is like, oh fuck, okay, you know what? Looks like Cody Rhodes is gonna fucking win. But then you're right.
You know what makes me laugh is that you could probably ask 100 people. Hey, you ever watch the the Big Show, Big Show, whatever that show's called?
Yeah.
Name me one person on that show. Do you think
on.
they're gonna name Cody Rhodes on that show?
T-Pain.
Please, T-Pain. They probably would have said Snoop Dogg. He's not even on this season. That's somebody, you know what I mean? Who gives a shit about Cody Rhodes? Going on now. Get back to the action here. But Cody
Enzo
Rhodes.
Mendocino is saying that this is he says this is confirmation of free agents Cody Rhodes' free agency, and that we should expect him at the Rumble. What do you guys think about that?
Get out of here. No, stop. He's doing that to manipulate everybody to think he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. You actually think
He
I'll
invented
puke
the Forbidden
on
Door.
the spot if Cody Rhodes comes out at the Royal Rumble, which is not going to happen. Kyle, we all know it's not going to happen, right?
Yeah, it's probably just a horrible tease that he's just pulling off, but it's not, of course it's not going to happen.
That little sigh that you just did there, Kyle, just made me a little nervous. I thought you were actually going to say.
He's got no contract with AEW, but isn't he still like a manager there?
Oh yeah, of course. He's an EVP, right?
Well,
He's
what's better for his company than him promoting his company on the biggest company?
He's
out
not
there?
that good.
He's not that good.
I
Come
know
on,
he's not
man.
that
Why
good.
do you think he's not at the WWE anymore?
I'm kidding.
Hey,
Point final.
all I could say
Stardust couldn't cut it.
on the
You know what?
positivity-
Stardust was more over than Cody Rhodes. That's the best part.
Do you know why Cody Rhodes gets a reaction now? Is because he's using
He's
Jeff
amazing.
Jarrett's gimmick from 2009.
Thank you. Somebody had to say it.
Jeff Jarrett's in 2009.
But honestly, but between
TNA?
you and me, it was a great match. It was a good match.
Sammy
Was it the
Guevara is
best
amazing.
match?
Sammy Guevara is he
I
pulls
don't
off
know.
some nice moves. He doesn't take too long. When he does like big moves, he doesn't take super long to set it up. Like
Oh, like he did with the ladder spot that he did at
well,
the end.
that one was intense. There, it takes a little.
My
but,
hair
like,
grew
he did
back
it-
during
He did
that.
like a cool like cutter. He did like when he came, he ran, he jumped, stood on the railing.
Yeah, it
and,
was
like
a classic spot fest.
You know,
Okay,
exactly.
yeah,
You know
of course.
what he's good at? He's good at taking the moves, not giving the moves.
What do you think about his tribute to Jeff Hardy trying to do the try not
No.
to do it? You could tell that's all he was
No.
thinking in his head was that
No.
swanton on the table,
No.
the iconic visual.
And he bounced.
Not much of a tribute
That
there.
looked
He
like it
botched
fucking
it.
fucked up Cody's like ribs there. Like he landed
Nah, that
back.
I
like,
think that fucked up more Sammy Guevara than it did Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes.
Yeah, he bounced. And
He
he
like-
bounced
ran
right
hard.
off.
flat on him. He's supposed to hit him like with his upper back, right? When
Yeah.
he hit him like with his whole body.
I was dying of laughter.
I
But
was.
you know what? I feel sometimes in WWE when they do stuff like that, the ladders break in half and shit. Is it just me or we used to see that? No.
Well, that's because they
Sometimes
know
we
what
see-
to do.
Now they just.
True.
That's why they're the big show.
I think it's
Kyle's on fire tonight. I love it.
But do they still do that in WWE? Like they still make them break in half, or they start? Putting
Yes, they
No,
do.
their guys are just heavier.
Yeah.
that too. Okay, Sammy Guevara.
Sammy
Cody's big.
Guevara is 195 pounds.
Not to skip to
Wet.
the end of the show, but the combined weight and fierceness of the main eventers in the lights out match was nothing to write home about. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
At least Cody and Sammy look like physical, like they at least go to the gym. Fuck,
Yeah,
you know what I
it-
mean? Like,
It looked like we were watching Bieber and Jeff Jarrett have a wrestling match.
then what did
Bieber
the
and
fucking
Jeff
what did the finals look like then? What's
Not
your
good.
analogy for
We'll
those
get-
two? Fuck.
We'll
Yeah,
get to the finals.
Yeah,
'cause
exactly.
That was
finals
a
or something.
shit.
I'll just say this: Adam Cole, it's tannin booth, tannin oil.
Yeah.
I feel like the best part of Adam Cole is his entrance right now. Like,
Yeah.
like
It's always been about his entrance, but he is a good wrestler depending on
But
who
they
he
gotta tell the
wrestles.
story, yeah. Someone tells a
He
story.
wrestles.
This Orange
Watch-
Cassidy coming out being like nonchalant, like his whole
Watch
storyline
the
is,
match.
like-
Watch the matches he had in NXT with Johnny Gargano, with Tommaso Ciampa, with Ricochet. Those were top-notch matches. Now you're having matches with freshly squeezed. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here. Honestly, not that they're burying the guy, but they're making him look like an idiot. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now.
Like,
That's all I gotta say.
if I didn't know you guys and I didn't really know about NXT that much, and this is the first time I saw Adam Cole like on TV, like I didn't know that he was like if I didn't know that he was on NXT and he was like one of the bigger guys,
Yeah.
I'd be like, who the fuck is this guy number one? And like by this
Hey, you
point,
know what?
I would just be
wouldn't
like,
blame you. I wouldn't blame you. That's
I'll be
because
like,
that's
okay.
what they're showing right now for
Yeah.
Adam Cole.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know what direction they're going with him right now, but it's not the right one in my eyes. Maybe in someone else's eyes, but I don't know. Time
I
will
think it's-
tell. Time will tell. But
Exactly.
let's get back to the
Back to the action.
the first main event that we had. That was the first
Yeah.
match.
Random before we move on, there was that shot of Dan Lambert and Scorpio Sky watching the ladder match before we go. It made me think, I don't know, like my timeline is off, but when Scorpio Sky won the ladder match, the ladder match last year,
Yeah,
at Double or Nothing or whatever it was, wasn't that like their Money in the Bank type of thing when he won the
he had his
token
match.
thing?
No, he had his match. He
He
lost.
had
Yeah,
it.
he got his match.
Okay, it happened.
lost.
That,
He
that's
lost.
unforgettable.
Yeah,
but
was.
you-
But
Right now-
they're going after that TNT title though. He said a couple weeks ago.
yeah,
well,
yeah,
you-
exactly.
You know what the best quote was, and I know Bruno remembers this because I heard it yesterday at his place. Jim Cornette goes, I don't know what the hell's going on with AEW. They're defending the TNT title on TBS and the TBS title on TNT. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. It's like, what the hell, man? But I don't know.
And I believe again tonight too. No, they booked the next upcoming matches. Jade Cargill's manager
I
challenge.
don't
What's
know
her
what
face?
they're doing. I know it's the same network. Obviously, the same guy owns it. Whoever owns it, Billionaire
Well, you know
Ted
what?
or whatever.
If you overthink it, it's kind of a good idea because you're already watching TBS, right? So why you need to remind people about TBS? If you're already watching TBS, remind them about TNT.
It's a good way of thinking about it there, Bruno.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's so complex that we just think it's stupid.
I
Kinda
think
like
it's
how-
stupid.
But people think about me all the time somehow.
Well, we always think you're stupid and gay. But anyways.
Or am I so complex that you don't understand that it sounds so stupid? I'm sticking with the latter thing.
Let's just all be happy that Cody Rhodes didn't win the match, go on the top of the ladder like Sammy Guevara with the two. Because I was just thinking, I'm like, thank God that's not Cody Rhodes right now with the 2 belts and the, So I'm really happy about this.
Sammy Guevara needs to learn how to cut a promo so we can stop writing on these fucking cue cards.
No, but you know what? That's actually pretty clever because you know that you can't hear anything when you're on the commercial, right? And that's another thing too. I'm not a big fan of the picture-in-picture because I tend to want to watch the TV.
Yeah.
When there's commercials, I'll walk away, right? Like I'll go to the bathroom, I'll get something to drink, I'm not like always constantly looking to see if something's gonna happen and watch Fuego del Sol hold up cue cards and have his 5 minutes of fame on AEW Dynamite.
That shit was longer than the Lord of the Rings.
And then we're not going to see him for the next fucking 2 weeks. Not that I care about Fuego del Sol, but Jesus Christ, like just punch him in the face already, Sami Zayn, and get this rivalry started already. Because
Sami Zayn.
I don't know. I think Sami Guevara would be a better heel than he would be a babyface. That's just my fucking opinion.
Punchable face.
Exactly.
Finally, someone more punchable
I
than
think
me.
that's what they're gonna do. They just had to get him away from Cody because you can't make Sammy Guevara a heel if he's facing Cody, right?
Wow.
So it's like get him away from Cody, step one, and then we could turn him into an asshole.
I'm sure
everyone's gonna cheer for him.
I'm sure there was some arguments backstage, like Cody probably wanted to win this match, guaranteed. And like Cody, come on, man, make the guy win. It's enough. It's enough for you, man.
Jeff, stop.
Sorry, Jeff. Sorry. Call Cody Jeff from now on.
Don't piss him off.
Or did he hear the overwhelming amount of people saying, I don't understand how there's an interim title after the guy being out just for 2 weeks, and what qualifies Dustin Rhodes to be the guy to make you win an interim title? Like,
technically somebody said,
you don't want to think too much, but
somebody said on Twitter today that, tonight, that he should be the 3-time TNT champion.
Yeah, if that's the case.
But makes a lot of sense.
How long was Shawn Michaels out for when he came back to face Ramon?
Yeah.
Couple years. Oh no,
no, that was a couple of months.
It was at least a couple months, though, right? Yeah. That's why the whole thing with what was it? Did he brought the title home with him or something, Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, he had it with him, and while they suspended him, and they're like, "You need to send us the belt back," and he's like, "No."
Vintage Shawn Michaels.
that is amazing. That is
the faces.
Yeah.
So the next segment after that was we did a little promo outside in Cleveland, Ohio. There, I know it's not summer there, that's for sure. So there's no beach.
But we're doing an episode called Beach Break.
Yeah, we're doing an episode about beach break in Cleveland in the middle of the winter.
I'm like, who the fuck thought of this shit?
So I meant beach break in Miami, beach break in Florida, in LA.
Thanks, Tony. Anyways, so Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs. We're gonna have a rematch between Dante Martin and Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm gonna tell you right now, Powerhouse Hobbs doesn't win that match. I think Powerhouse Hobbs should take his bag and go home. But Jesus Christ, if you're gonna call yourself Powerhouse, show us a little bit of that Powerhouse, charisma or athleticism that you have there, Powerhouse Hobbs, So
Tony, at least get like a sound studio, make it look like you're in fucking Miami or something. Come on, Jesus, fuck, man, what are you gonna do? Like fucking in the summer, it's gonna be called winter break, and be in fucking Miami. Jesus, fuck, man.
I wouldn't be surprised. Claudio. Just wait for it. It's coming.
Can I be the writer for some of these things? I'm like, come on, no, I can't. This writing is cringe. I can't. Some of these wrestlers, I'm like, man, they make Bruno, sound. Bruno sounds better than them. Fuck.
Thanks, hey Claudio.
Hey, no problem, man. No problem, Bruno.
I thought you were gonna make fun of Bruno there. I was waiting for it, but
no.
I feel
right.
He didn't rehearse that punchline enough to be able to pull it off live on air. He needs to workshop it, like Cody.
No, don't worry.
Rhodes.
No, don't worry. Esports is open, so we have to be extra nice to you. Hey, can we get the spot? Yeah, sure. All right. See, at least that would be a good location. Fucking make it at a bar or anything outside in Cleveland. Might as well go fuck yourself. Fuck.
True.
What's Enzo and Gabe saying? Enzo says someone said Cody's free agent story will lead him saying my old contract said I couldn't fight for the main title. New contract I can, and he'll feud with Paige. That makes sense. Loophole with that whole.
Yeah,
I'll never
and
get
the
a- we'll forget that.
WCW, those were nitros when they had the pools. Those were sick. Back when Kevin Nash was the Cannonball champion of Spring Break.
That was like near the end was going downhill though, no? And they were doing like on fucking random hotel resorts and shit.
That was
No,
fun
like,
though.
the
Back
yeah.
when Sting showed up in the helicopter.
I said it as a joke to troll Frank on last night's episode of Jofo in the Ring, but it would be fun to review perhaps the last WCW Nitro, but like the WCW broadcast of it would be. It was a pretty funny event. Like the setup was weird. It was like all just spring breakers that were there because they got like free tickets. Like
I don't know. Even funnier than that would be No Way Out because your boy Big Papa Pump made a fool out of himself on that pay-per-view. But that's for another day.
back to the action.
Back to the action. Then we found out that Wardlow's from Cleveland, Ohio, and he's in his hometown.
That was
And
useless match.
and Claudio, seeing your boy Matt Hardy embarrass himself in his
Honestly,
hometown in front of his wife and kids and family, did you think Wardlow would go down the same path as Matt Hardy tonight?
Honestly, I thought his fight was. I'm like, okay, what's the whole point of this?
It's to make him look.
Was it?
Yeah,
Now,
it's a cheap
I call
pop.
I call this a filler fight. I'm like, all right, here's a buff guy versus two dudes who, two rejects. So we're like, all right, let's fight this buff guy to try and get laid tonight with these two girls that we saw in the audience members, but then they ended up losing. So I'm like, kind of a fucking fight. What? But you're right. But but you see, at least Wardlow didn't embarrass himself like divorced Matt. Divorced
Matt.
Yeah. That's his new name now. Divorced Matt. There you go. But at least you know what?
Divorced Matt Hardy.
Divorced Matt Hardy because after he lost in front of his friends and family, he's getting divorced.
Exactly.
I want to know. Obviously, the Kyle the Encyclopedia would know. Was this the first time that they coined the name Mr. Mayhem for Wardlow? I don't believe I've ever heard them throw that around. And
I'm pretty sure they said it before.
Yeah, like they put it in his name title. Then they started showing people wearing the T-shirts. Like I never noticed that before. I was saying, Mr. Comedy, Mr. Mayhem. We're on to something here.
Why you like the Mr. Mayhem? I think you should just do without it.
I don't like it. It's kind of like too like you don't need to. I like just like Wardlow. Like
that's
exactly. One of the guys that you just give him that one name. Like
has
no first name.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to build him like a Brock Lesnar, where he's got like the symphony of power bombs, like instead of Suplex City.
I think they're doing more Batista in Evolution. I feel that's what I thought tonight in front of his home crowd where he was gonna turn right there. When the whole.
With
CM
Punk?
FTR and everyone was beating the shit out of CM Punk.
I
thought this was gonna be
the
that
look. The look.
They're teasing it well. They are teasing it well, though. That's what I have to give to them so far.
They're making it. You can't wait to see it now.
Yeah.
I still thought the fight was useless tonight. That's like Wardlow's fight. I'm like, okay, all right.
But you see, that's the
beat up two guys, Claudio. Could you beat up two guys?
Yeah, I could fucking somewhat
Andrew Cardazzi and Alessandro.
Yeah, I could beat them. I just have to break their smack them in the back with a chair, and then I run away. There we go. And then I'll be like divorced Matt.
He talks a big game, Claudio. Hey, Gapes, what do you suggest here? He doesn't talk like this on Dirty 4, eh? He gets all riled up here on the wrestling podcast.
Exactly. Hey,
I was saying, Gapes has a very good recommendation for AEW. Gapes is suggesting Big Papa Pump to be their commissioner.
Oh God!
And
you know what though?
He didn't say that.
I could see it being exciting. I could see it being very interesting because he's just let him talk on the mic right now.
But hold on, Gapes also says Mayhem is a better name than Wardlow.
Not really? Mr. Mayhem.
Mr. Mayhem.
Also, I feel like it's a word that you've heard 1,000 times. Like I never heard the word or name Wardlow before.
Hold on. We all have to do this from a point of view if Wardlow's gonna get laid. So for girls, it's gonna be what sounds better? Oh my God, Mayhem, we're gonna have sex night, or Wardlow, we're gonna have sex night. What sounds better?
Everything surrounds having sex with you. Or
the funny thing about that is Claudio's actually field testing new stage names for himself. So
not Shut the fuck up,
Mr. Mayhem, Claudio Capri.
Shut the fuck up. No, but seriously,
You
what
know-
sounds better?
You know
Mayhem
that Kyle.
for
You
that.
know that Kyle is gonna call you out as Mr. Mayhem at the next show, right? You know that.
Oh, no, come on, yo, Frank, don't go, Frank, come on, man.
The only way we're gonna
Fucking-
be able to tell if it's a good name or not is if Kyle tries it out. So.
Yeah, he's the Italian. He's the Italian Wardlow. He's fucking Wardbro.
No, I was gonna or I was gonna say also you could do the Italian Dream, Claudio Rhodes.
Can I just go with divorced Matt, please? I want to go
Divorced Matt?
divorce. There we go. I got the
he's
smile.
He's the Italian American nightmare.
There you go.
Damn
The
right.
Italian.
So the question is, do you think Wardlow is gonna leave the group, or is it gonna be like they're gonna beat him up and then that's how he's gonna leave?
I think MJF. I think at one point MJF is gonna do like I do this the fucking move there.
Well,
And then after
it could possibly happen next week, maybe, right? Then
Yeah,
No, it's not happening. It's not happening anytime soon, man. I think it's gonna happen when MJF finally wins the belt. I think they're gonna let it go that long. That like it'll be like that thing, like you said. It's gonna be Wardlow leaving the group. I don't see the group like they're not gonna make Wardlow leave the group by him getting beat up by them. I see it's gonna be something that happened yesterday where they're really teaming up on a face, and Wardlow's the guy that like saves the face. That's what I really think. Like, you know, again, I keep thinking about Batista.
Yeah, but
and
you're an
Evolution.
attitude era guy. You want that
Well,
music
what are
hitting,
they? What
coming
are
down
they?
the aisle, you know.
What are they?
Instead of Sean Spears hitting him off the head with the chair and
You know
everybody
what? It's
booing,
funny you
and
say
then,
that.
and he comes back and he huffs up and then he takes everybody out and he stands
I
tall
wrote
in the
down
ring
on
by
my
himself.
paper. I wrote down the
that's what I think is gonna
MJF.
happen.
I wrote the MJF and CM Punk segment felt like an Attitude Era Raw segment, one of those 20-minute long. It's just talking, but like
It
you're
felt like an
listening.
opening segment on SmackDown, basically, or on Raw.
Yeah,
Because
when it
that's
was
what
good.
usually they do.
CM
open
Punk
up- they
needs
open
to
up with a
turn
segment.
heel because these fucking placating to the crowd promos that he's
No,
been doing
Yeah, he can't
are
keep up
getting
that long.
old as shit.
I know,
That's-
man, and I'm sure he's like I can't take this anymore. I can't take it. I'm sure that's
Do you
not
think
him.
he was
It's
ready
not
for
him.
everything? Do you think he's ready
Not
for
him.
everything MJF said to him? Like, do you think
Of
MJF
course.
like says I'm gonna talk
Of
about this,
course.
this, and this? Because
Of
he
course.
fucking went off on him though. Like,
100%. 100%.
what's the story about him not showing up to a show in?
It was the
2014?
Raw after WrestleMania, after the
Okay.
Royal Rumble.
Oh, that's what it
Okay.
was?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, because I didn't look into it there, but I figured it was something to do with WWE. His last days there, and he didn't show up. I remember
Again,
there was, but
calling out WWE, and then I'm like, come on, man, fuck, man, just be creative. Fuck.
it is
We
what
didn't
it is,
really
man.
call out WWE.
No. But what I'm saying is that for a while, like, you know, like we've been mentioning it's like, you know, WWE's calling out AEW, and then AEW's kind of like jabbing a little bit of WWE back and forth. Like that's what I was getting from that promo. I'm like, all right, guys, just shut the fuck up and fight already. I'm not interested. Look, I bet you next week MJF's gonna be a little bitch. I bet you. I'm turned off at this point.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's about time.
It's
Come
gonna be
on,
in Chicago. Honestly, man, I can't wait, and I really hope it happens.
It's not gonna
MJF
be the full match. This is not gonna be. It's gonna be a match. But
MJF
something
beat
fucked up's
CM
gonna
Punk in
happen, or it's gonna
Chicago.
lead to a
That makes
pay-per-view match.
no. MJF becomes the biggest heel in sports entertainment next week. Get ready for it.
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
but
right.
did you notice the
Get ready for it.
Sean Spears t-shirt? It's using the same. It
yeah,
used the same font as the Rock shirt.
I like it. You know what? I like it. I even
didn't notice
noted that too. I like
the
it.
Just Bring It shirt. So
Yeah.
he's got Just Swing It.
Yeah, I think that may be the smartest marketing move on
Hey,
his
And
gimmick.
I'm hoping it's not even about a chair. Maybe him and his wife are into that kind of shit.
Hey, Matt Hardy, learn from that.
That's
Huh?
iconic.
Learn from that, Matt Hardy. Huh?
And on to the next match. A little bit confusing to me, but because everyone knows I'm a Chris Jericho guy, far and true. But I don't know, man. To see that disdain in his eyes and everything, to say like you look disappointed.
We need a heel Jericho. Just to say that.
I think that's what we need. But I think it's going to take a lot to get him to get booed. Not as much
But people
booing as
liked, like-
MJF, but I don't know.
But it's like that fun booing. Like people are happy to boo him. You know, it's like MJF.
course.
It's like people are booing and they're like smiling. It's like,
It seems like
"Ooh."
everybody. I don't think there's an actual heel or face in AEW. Everyone ges booed and cheered at the same time.
Well,
It looks
yeah.
like to me, but
Well, in this particular storyline, I don't know if I'm wrong. I feel like they're setting up Santana Ortiz to look like the assholes. Am I right?
Well, I think the whole thing was it was supposed to be a program to get to Jericho and Kingston, but Kingston ended up getting injured, so things had to change. So
For the
now,
better.
well, for the better.
I want to see them do something in the tight.
No, I
tight
wanted to
title.
see. I wanted to see a promo between Jericho and Kingston.
Yeah, but then Kingston
Yeah.
got
Oh, it'll
injured,
come.
so now I don't think he's going to
It'll
be on
come.
TV for a while. But I think the culmination of all this storyline is going to be Eddie Kingston coming in and interfering, and
Look,
he's going to be the
Jericho-
new leader of the of Santana and
Jericho-
Ortiz, but all leader friends or whatever. But
Cult
it's a little
leader.
weird to see Jericho like this, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I
It's
don't.
just,
I don't.
it looks out of place. I don't know. Just didn't hit me the right way. I don't know. You guys.
relating to the Kingston thing, if
Mhm.
like Jericho is able to work with MJF, who's a fully healthy like wrestler, and one of their biggest moments they had was a fucking Broadway musical fucking skit. I'm sure he could do something talking wise or sketch wise with Kingston. It's like, you know, that's entertaining as well.
I
It's,
can
you
do
know,
anything,
it's
anytime.
not like
with
Kingston, like
anybody,
people, it's
so
his mic skills, like really. It's not like that people are lining up to see him in the ring,
I don't
you
know.
know. So
I don't
who
know.
knows? But what's some of your guys' thoughts? I like Santana Ortiz. I fucking hate when they come out with that face paint.
They look like Hannibal. They look,
God,
looks like Hannibal.
not even, they look
Another
like the
another guy
fucking-
looks like Hannibal.
it's like they dress. I feel like it's like they wanted to dress up for Sting for Halloween, but they just like did it half-assed.
No. It's that movie, Dead Presidents.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
I just off the top of my, I don't know if they used, because I never used to watch. Well, I saw them here and there in Impact, but did they have the face paint back in Impact when they were LAX?
I didn't watch Impact.
See, I don't know. Maybe that's a thing back to when
Maybe
they
somebody,
started. Or,
maybe somebody in the comments knows.
I don't know. I know
Maybe.
Buffa would know. They're good. He's good friends with them. So, but other than that, I don't know. A little bit weird. It's just I think they're just in the middle, because, you know, like you have the ass boys, you have the Luchasaurus, you know what I mean, and then you have Santana and Ortiz that are just waiting in the wings there, and it's like they don't know what's going. I don't know, man. Like sometimes when you have too many tag teams, you don't know what to do with them, and it seems like they're lost in the shuffle right now. And
Yeah, they're getting FTR'd.
yeah.
Do
So
you-
and yeah, FTR as well. So yeah. I don't
At
know.
least I like. I feel it was a pretty somewhat clean, good for the storyline finish though. With that, Jericho did the Judas effect from the outside that they didn't notice, and then they won, and you know, like type
Well,
of
give
thing.
the middle finger and everything. That's a
Yeah.
Jericho move. It's a Jericho move. That so
That
Like,
was
it was
that was the
That's
best
a-
part.
pretty, it was good.
That's
you
an
know?
Austin move.
okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm
That's-
saying it's a AEW Jericho move, I guess.
Let's fucking get that straight.
I don't know. I don't know.
And that's the bottom line.
I don't know. I just found that whole match again. I'm like, the fuck?
But wait, Bruno, how did you like everyone's favorite tag team 2.0? Did you get a little bit of a taste? Did you get a taste?
I've been tasting them all fucking
2.0?
all since they've arrived.
Yeah, tasting their
Yeah, I bet you have.
I love 2.0. A little taste.
They're great. They'll be good to feud with like the Best Friends and Orange Cassidy and the Dark Order and
Peter
those guys.
Avalon and
Peter
those
Avalon.
guys,
They could feud with those guys for a
Dark
while.
House. House of
So
Dark.
we could get the guys that look like wrestlers that are in the ring with like the other guys that look like wrestlers. And
I don't know if anyone's heard, but Peter Avalon, I don't think he's with AEW anymore going forward. So that sucks. That sucks.
Well, I guess
Sucks
more
for him.
room. More
Sucks
room
for him.
for.
maybe he might get signed to the JWF.
No, yeah, for sure.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Stay tuned.
Anyways, what the hell's the
If you don't know-
JWF?
If you don't know, you will know.
Okay,
Oh,
thank you, Bruno.
I know what it is.
He knows.
He knows.
But Claudio, what's gonna happen with Jericho next week? Is he gonna be trying to become friends with Santana and Ortiz again, or is he just gonna tell them to go fuck themselves?
I think. I hope he goes tell them to go fuck themselves. Because tonight I felt embarrassed for him. I'm like,
I did. Me too.
This is like someone grabbed my dick and slapped me in the balls 5 times.
Exactly.
That's what it felt like tonight.
I
Just
need
Jericho.
I
Like
need a censor button for Claudio soon. 'Cause Claudio,
I know,
we're gonna start treating this like network television. You only have
Okay.
like 3 or 4 shits. You have a couple of F bombs you'll have to
listen
drop.
me.
You only
Listen,
have
if
to
this
reference
ever goes on
sexual stuff.
HBO, then it's okay. If
If we
you
go
want to
into
put this,
syn-
if you want to
if
go
we
on
go into
CTV, then
syndication-
you know what? I'm sorry.
you know, if CBC Sports wants to put us on, we can't because of your potty mouth.
Well,
You
then you know
understand?
what? Then and until we see the paycheck of CBC Sports and saying, guys, you can't swear, but here's a check for you. You know what? I'll be glad. I'll be
You hear that,
glad to
CBC?
be.
You're not TSN.
You know what I think what should have happened in that match though? Because
Yeah.
remember when Jericho was on the outside and 2.0 was coming out and then he was throwing them back in and helping them,
Yeah.
you know? I thought he was going to cost Santana and Ortiz the match, and that's would have added to the animosity and the disdain between both of them and say, hey, like, fuck, you screwed up on my match, you know? Like, but Jericho wasn't. That's what I thought was going to happen.
Exactly.
But they did it reverse. That's why I liked it, where Jericho helped them win.
Yeah.
But so he could say he was the one
And
who
he still
made them
gave him
win.
the finger.
And then they could say they're the one who finished the match, and it continues the story.
Yeah.
That's why I said I liked it. A
By
lot
the
of
way-
times I like to be hard on their dumb stories, but this one worked. It worked.
By the way, did it have budget cuts for how many entrances they could have tonight? Like, I'm like, and they
Well,
even have to
Cody Rhodes usually takes about half that budget with his entrance,
You know what?
No,
regardless
came in
if he's
3
on the
minutes-
show or not. So
I came in 3 minutes late. Did he have a full entrance? I saw.
No.
I started.
No,
watching
there was no
already in the
entrance.
ring.
it started right into the ring.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank
yeah.
God. Which was the best part. I'm like, all right, so no music entrance, just straight into
So
the
we had
action.
Cody Rhodes standing on the top rope, waiting for him to get announced there at the
Did-
beginning, there, like the
you
piece
know
of
what?
shit that he is.
Since we're
Fucking hate
talking
him.
about it again, I forgot
I
to
hate
mention.
him just as much as Bruno. I hate him.
Do you think you know that spot when they both held on and were hanging?
Yeah.
Do you think they were supposed to do something and they fucked it up because
I think they fell.
off?
I think
And
they
then-
slipped and fell.
Yeah, and then you saw like the ref went to one guy and went to the other guy, like saying, "What do you want to do next?" or something. And then
Good observation. I
you
think
could
I
see,
think
like-
also was
and
thinking
then
the same
Cody didn't know
thing.
what to do either. He just went and did like regular shit, like smashed his
Yeah.
leg in
Yeah.
the ladder and okay, set up
Oh,
next
that's
spot.
what
Now.
it is, right? In the end, like if things happen in the ring, being the only person to be in a wrestling ring over here in this podcast, I'm telling you, things happen in the ring, and people do mistakes.
Yeah,
Sometimes something happens, and you have to
people do
and
mistakes.
it's live too, right? It's not a pre-taped.
Exactly.
It's not a main event or a Sunday night heat. You know what I mean? Or or an Ange TV. It's stuff like that. It's not. We're live here. So things
Exactly.
could happen, and
Things
things and what I think happened is something happened, and they had to go on the fly and then switch it up. So,
Yeah, exactly. Should
The
happen.
real
so-
question is, what is gonna happen in the Texas death match?
I think we all know what's going to happen in that match, right? It's going to be a great match.
Mhm.
It's going to be a death match. Everybody wants to see a death match.
Kyle is
Speaking
excited.
speaking
Kyle
of
is
death
excited.
matches, I don't know if you guys been checking your Instagram lately, but
Sexy Eddie's trending again.
Matt Cardona,
Yeah.
the deathmatch king,
Yes.
was posting on his Instagram, and I kind of dropped a comment, and the Meadowlands Monster may have picked it up.
Really?
Ooh.
I didn't. I don't know about this.
Oh,
Why don't
I
you tell
tagged
me?
you. I tagged
You
you.
did? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I tagged you.
Okay.
So
I'll check it out.
you want to check that out?
Want to give us a little preview of what happened there? Or is a little,
Well,
back and forth, or
I mean, I'm just
did Lance
saying.
Archer finally follow you or follow us at
I
least?
just
or-
all
Still
I'm
waiting
seeing
for that
on-
follow, Lance.
I'm just seeing a lot of Kyle's Twitter is your company's trash. Bell, let's talk. Your customer service sucks. Bell, let's talk. Is it before or after that? Your internet sucks.
No, I
Bell,
said
let's
it's-
talk.
Instagram.
If anyone wants to follow Kyle, follow him on Instagram and TikTok, where he's the 1 million plus man. But get back to the action here. Lance Archer, Hangman Adam Page. We all know what's gonna happen.
Cowboy
It's
shit, baby.
Cowboy shit. We all know what's gonna happen. It's just a stepping stone to get to the next level of being the AEW champion. That filler before he fights that big name, I guess. Not to say
Yeah.
Lance Archer isn't a big name, but nowadays I think he's not as big as he was when he came into AEW. But
And you know
I don't-
what? I think Brock Lesnar's a fan of Adam Page.
really,
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
now he's coming out dressed like a cowboy.
Yeah, true. Oh,
After
man.
Cornette destroyed him on his podcast.
you think that's why Brock Lesnar came out with the cowboy hat on Monday?
That's some real cowboy shit.
Yeah. There was a meme on Facebook. It's like, like they show Brock Lesnar, like, just his usual stuff, and Brock Lesnar with the cowboy stuff, and they go Brock Lesnar when he's in character. You see normal Brock Lesnar, and goes and then the other one is like the real Brock Lesnar is the cowboy. I'm like, come on, man.
I think the real cowboy, if it came down to it, the real Texas cowboy would have to be Kyle's boy, Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's the true blood right there. You can't duplicate that. But is even Hangman Adam Page even from like Texas or somewhere that has cowboys and horses and stuff like that, or chaps. I don't know.
I don't know. Is he? Where is he from?
It's probably from
Austin, Texas.
It's probably from
No.
Connecticut or something. Who
No,
knows?
it's
I don't know.
somewhere in the Carolinas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Close enough.
yeah, I guess that counts.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Redneck. It's okay.
So then we came to CM Punk Speaks tonight,
No, wait,
which
wait.
we were all excited to.
First, we had
hear.
again. First, we had again in the stairwell. We
Oh.
had Matt Hardy with Christian and fucking his guys.
Classic
Jurassic
promo in the
Express.
stairwell.
Tony Schiavone there. Didn't Matt Hardy sell them last week? I don't understand.
Do you think they did that promo in the same stadium they did it last week? Because it looked like the same place, and we were in two different arenas.
I don't
I
think
don't
you
put
can. I don't think you can sell black people on TBS anymore.
Jesus Christ!
They did last week.
Oh man!
It was,
What
honestly,
was
was
say? Claudio, tell us about Matt Hardy.
honestly, that little gimmick was probably the best thing of the whole night, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
For sure, Claudio, like any gimmick where they're trying to put over the ass boys a couple of times. Referring
And they
to
mentioned Jeff Hardy
Billy
again,
Gunn's boys.
kind of,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They mentioned him for. They kind of mentioned him.
Better
It's
than
like,
me and my
all right,
brother.
He's coming. What an idiot!
Come
What
on,
an idiot.
come on.
What an
You
What?
know
Have one match with Matt Hardy to become the Hardy Boys one last time,
I
and
just want
probably
to see
lose the
an Attitude
lose
Era match.
the Hollywood Blondes. What? Come on.
I know. I want to see Christian, Billy Gunn, Matt, Jeff, one of them, both of them, tag team. I want to see those four guys in the ring
Yeah.
with no new guys because
Well,
they all those four guys could still go.
You know
and
what we're
if they
gonna
want to
see?
give that Attitude Era nostalgia. I would
You know
love
what we're
to
gonna
see
see in
that match.
AEW in
What
the
if
coming
Jeff-
months? I
what if-
guarantee it. I guarantee you this: we're gonna see the New Age Outlaws versus the Hardy Boys. Because last night, I don't know if it was on AEW Dark or on Elevation. Billy Gunn took the mic. He goes, "And if you're not down with that, I got two words for
Swear to
you."
God.
And they grabbed the
For real.
mic out of his hand before he said it.
For real.
So they've been teasing that. They've been teasing the Jeff Hardy. It's gonna happen. The only thing they need is Edge to come and break the fourth wall and break the forbidden door to come and do an
No.
Edge and Christian.
No, that's
No. I don't
I
think
don't
Edge
think
is
I
gonna come.
obviously
What
that's
if
not
Jeff
gonna
Hardy
happen,
comes back and teams up with Christian though?
yeah. That would be interesting.
I don't know. I honestly personally think that Jeff Hardy's singles now is better than a tag team now than it was before. So.
No, he needs to be in a tag team. He's
You
getting
think so,
old.
Jeff Hardy?
Yeah.
Not Hardy?
Yeah, just let him
I
set up
think
those
more Matt
spots
Hardy
and
than
shit.
Jeff.
His body can't take it anymore.
No,
But then-
for sure. I mean, like, come on, man. Like they both have trouble getting in the ring. They're gonna have
bring in-
stretchers in a few years. It's
they're
still
gonna
fun to
bring in-
see, but like, come
They're gonna
on.
bring in Jeff Hardy. They're gonna get him to do something with his brother and those guys, and
Obviously,
then
man.
they're gonna transition that into a dream match of Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy.
Can
Face paint fantasy match.
I can't wait.
oh yeah, no,
can't wait.
Willow and no, it has to be Willow and Darby Allin. But you know,
Willow.
yeah, Willow.
Who's Willow?
Willow's the first when Matt Hardy went to TNA.
Audio knows
Willow.
more than you about
Wow.
about that.
Willow. You know, it was in WWE. When was it? In the
it was
early
in
2000s?
TNA. It was in TNA.
Yeah, it was,
Impact.
yeah, but
Yeah.
then Matt Hardy was talking about Willow a little bit.
Yeah, but they never brought it in.
Yeah.
They never
But what's
brought
going on before we go back to the action? What's going on with Wyndham? Yes, Wyndham. What's
Wyndham.
going on with him?
The weekly Wyndham report. With
The
Cody
weekly
Cassidy.
Wyndham report with
I
Claudio
mean,
Capri.
I need to know what's going on with that. I'm like, even that.
You're not very
alone
good at
is-
reporting on him.
I'm just saying.
You're supposed to tell us. We obviously don't know. I don't
I'm
care
just saying.
about
Is he coming? What?
Like, And now to
Is he
Claudio
coming?
Capri live on the scene with the weekly Wyndham report. Claudio, how's it going? Don't know where he is. Back to you. All right, back to the action.
Oh my god! I really want to do that one day. I don't know who's this fucking guy. Guys, who is he? All right, back to you guys. No, but
Have you
honestly,
seen him? I haven't.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Claudio, you're at the wrong stadium. Oh,
Ooh.
fuck.
Enzo Mendocino says Wyndham Rumble.
Wyndham Rumble. I could see that happening. I'm telling you right now, I could see that happening. I could see somebody that they released, WWE. Now we were talking about WWE for a little bit here. They're gonna bring back somebody in the Royal Rumble that they released, guaranteed. I could see him. Maybe if Samoa Joe comes back, that'd be a slap in the mouth to everybody. But I don't think that's gonna happen for the third time. But
Is Keith
I
Lee
could see
coming back?
Who?
Keith Lee.
The
You never
Bearcat?
know. You never know. Maybe Braun Strowman. You never know. You never know.
Maybe Ray back.
They're saying Batista might show up too now.
No, he said he'll never come back.
Yeah, Batista's never coming back. Yeah, but money talks.
No, he said he'd rather go. He said he'd rather go poor than wrestle another match.
Yes, because he wants to be the main event if he comes back, right? And if he's not the main event, why am I here?
No, he's done everything he wanted to do.
That's true. You're right. You're absolutely right. And you know what?
Are we gonna
Why ruin your legacy that way?
Maybe he wants to have one more WrestleMania entrance.
Oh yeah.
So he can do the whole thing on 2 feet.
Speaking of that, what are the odds that we do? Like, do you guys think that we will see The Rock versus what's his face, Roman Reigns in the future?
What's his face?
Roman Reigns.
Say that again.
I don't know how that's
the
gonna
tribal
happen
chief.
The head.
That's
of the
what you
table.
call him. The head of the table.
He's adapting a new video game already. So
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's adapting a new video game.
yeah, he's turning a video game into a movie.
Next year.
Oh yeah.
Who's this?
The Rock.
Really? I didn't know that.
He has a video game.
Well, no, he's taking a video game
And
and
turning
he's
it into a movie.
Yeah, well, that's what he's used. That's what he is.
But it's
He's
all,
a live action figure. Fuck.
Yeah, it might be
Batista,
also.
They're both action figures, and a movie director is pretty much like us when we're playing with our action figures.
Yeah.
But
And it might be
hard
Roman
scale.
Reigns might have a cameo in there too, like he did in Hobbs and Shaw.
You never know. You
Yeah,
never
back
know.
to the action.
He was in
guys.
Hobbs and Shaw. Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he played really quickly.
was,
He played the tribal chief when Idris Elba's men were attacking the Rock's village. Roman Reigns was the guy who whipped an axe.
He was
And then he
literally a
actually-
tribal chief in the
He
movie.
was in the movie, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it
no,
was,
he was
as a
just-
tribal chief.
No, he was just Samoan.
He was
yeah. and then
So
him,
tomato, tomato.
yeah, and then Roman and Dwayne Johnson, they were doing the
Rock.
Samoan chant after as the battle was going on. I'm like, oh
called,
shit, that's Roman Reigns. Ah, all right.
Haka.
So it's
Yeah.
funny because we as wrestling fans we called The Rock, and Claudio as the movie guy calls him Dwayne Johnson. You know?
True, huh? God of War movie? No, Enzo. It's not God of War movie. It's fuck, I forgot what it was. What is it, Kyle? It's not God of War, is
It's
it?
not announced yet.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not announced yet.
Okay.
So when we have some more information and more on the Wyndham return, we'll get back to the Claudio Capri there in studio.
Back to
But
the
you
Wyndham
guys-
report.
Going on now to CM Punk's promo, and we finally get to see CM Punk versus MJF next week on Dynamite. I'm excited to see CM Punk lose. Finally, get MJF to where he has to be as the biggest heel in sports entertainment in Chicago, no less. Guys, where do you see this match going next week?
I don't think there's gonna be a match.
I say MJF is weaseling his way to a cheating victory, which is only gonna fuel the fire to have that bigger stage match.
A
in the
victory is a
future.
victory on paper.
Either
so
that or disqualification. Something's gonna happen. I don't see this being the match that ends a feud.
honestly,
Although
they're
it
smart-
could be if they put him over in Chicago, but I don't see Punk losing in Chicago.
you have to. You built it up to this point. You have to do it,
Yeah.
and it has to be a clean match. Nobody interfering.
That's
make
if it's
it
the
a
last
fuck-
match. That's
Make
if
it
it's
a
the last
one.
match.
It's gonna be one. It's
Why
not
would
gonna be
they
the first
but-
match.
But everybody wants to see it. Why would they not build it to a pay-per-view?
No, because
You
they
know?
have to. They need the ratings. They need ratings,
It's in Chicago.
True.
and it's in Chicago.
Chicago.
They
They're
need
in
the
Chicago
ratings.
every month in Chicago.
Oh, you've noticed that. You've noticed that. You've
It's like
noticed
it's-
that.
It's like it's a special thing.
Oh,
I guess
exactly.
they kind of have
Exactly.
to do the tour, I guess, where they know the strategy of how you're allowed to do.
No,
which
because they're
states
going
allow
for
fucking
cheap
pass-
pops. That's why.
No, it's that, and I guess the whole like which states have like different
Cheap
restrictions for
pops.
like. No, like if you
Cheap
know, like
pops.
in this city, you could have the arena, and they know that
They're
they
going
don't
with
need
cheap
a
pops.
passport. But you know,
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's hard,
AEW is going to be
it's hard to do public events when every state has different rules. Right now, so.
well, AEW might do. Who knows? They might do an event at esports.
So just stay in
knows?
Daly's place then, if that's the case.
Just use a sound just use a sound stage.
I don't
Hey,
know.
I'm really disappointed that we found out that MJF buys the scarves for $5 on Amazon.
Doesn't matter. He came out with another one.
What did he say, CM Punk? I found a pack of 12 for
Yeah.
$5, and it was made in Long Island. And I heard everything made in Long Island sucks.
I'm surprised. And then everybody cheered in Cleveland. So basically, he was making fun of people in Cleveland. You know what I mean? So it's like, come
Yeah.
on, man. Come on,
I don't know. If it was.
There's a lot
People are
of
stupid.
football talk tonight too. Eh?
People are
MJF,
stupid.
he made a couple of references there to like what happened this weekend and some shit like that.
Yeah, Britt
Yeah.
Baker too, which we'll talk about after. But
Yeah, she was all Pittsburghed out. I like her Pittsburgh attire. If I was a
But I-
Pittsburgh fan,
usually at the end of the show we'll do our predictions. But I can't wait to hear your predictions on this match. But yeah, but then the Acclaim came out.
well, Earl Cole says both men will fight to a no contest.
No,
The
it's not-
Acclaimed
no, no.
I feel
have
they've
the greatest
done-
handshake. Did you see what he did?
yeah. I knew you were gonna say. Did they do the lesbian scissors? Like fucking.
Yeah.
What would they say? Star power or something?
I'm like, this is worse than the Power
For
Rangers.
people listening, where they interlocked their fingers, like their
Yeah,
scissor
I'm like,
fingers.
I'm like the Power Rangers. I think like Lost in Space something they did that. Yeah, you know what? It's just the powers, and I'm like, no, you guys,
When the
no.
when the promo
no,
started, there was
no.
like a beat playing,
Yeah.
and the way he was talking, it kind of sounded like he was about to rap, but it
At
took
least-
like a couple of seconds to realize it was just a promo and not a rap.
Yeah, but at least that promo took place inside, where
Yeah,
it's not
these
either.
guys are right. They're
it's not a
cool. Like,
beach.
they could, deliver their lines in character and make it seem a bit natural. They're not like
yeah.
a lot of
No.
those like Saved by the Bell.
No, they
sketches
don't
that you
need
see.
they basically they give them PowerPoints and here you go and
Exactly.
fed
Exactly.
for yourself because they could figure it out for themselves.
Or they have
as you
two
can
cards
see.
in the back of the camera, and then
No, I don't
get
think they're that type of guys. But I had the tracks ready. I thought they were gonna do a quick freestyle there, but they didn't. But we'll get the. I heard that they're gonna be Anthony Bowen's gonna be fighting John Moxley on Rampage. So we'll get for next week's show. We'll get Trax's out of 10 freestyle rating for the Acclaim.
That's gonna be an intense fight.
What did you WWE fans think about the ending of that segment? Like after they beat him up with MJF doing the sitting down with his legs crossed on top
Well,
of
you
him. there.
know who did that?
That's actually how we're gonna end the next offbeat show when it comes back.
you
You
know who
sing on
did?
Claudio's-
You know who did that years ago? Kenta did that.
Sat on the guy.
Sat on the guy exactly like MJF did.
I thought he was
There's-
just making fun of
I
him because that's how
guarantee
that
there's-
was like. Wasn't his pipe bomb promo? He was sitting
Yeah,
down like
but
that.
there's-
I thought
there's
that's
And
what
when
he
he
did
came
it.
back, he also sat
I
cross-legged.
guarantee you're
Yeah.
gonna see pictures of that for sure because I
Yeah.
saw it somewhere. I think last week or something. Someone was making fun of CM Punk that because CM Punk stole Kenta's moves and all that. That's the whole situation there, and the
Okay.
GTS and all that. And yeah, so I'm sure you're gonna see Kenta one day in AEW against CM Punk. But yeah, that was a whole to make fun of CM Punk because Kenta did that years ago. But
Brokeback Mountain, the sequel starring MJF and CM Punk, especially with that that promo where he said, I always thought he was gonna piss on CM Punk. I'm like, he's gonna urinate on him, and then that didn't happen. I'm like,
there's no reason to put MJF in a program for him to lose in the end. How over he is right now. You can't make the guy lose right now.
I don't know.
You've put in so much time and effort into building this guy into the idiot and the savage and the most hated guy in professional wrestling, and now
It's
you're
not
gonna make him.
lose.
You can't do
I don't
that.
know.
No. And you know what? I will not respect AEW. I will start losing respect for AEW
What if-
again if CM Punk does beat him.
What if before we move on, I saw because I'm thinking of this in terms of cinematic, right? So what if this is gonna last for a while? Like, the first time it's gonna be CM Punk winning, and then Jeff's like, "I'll be back, CM Punk, but when I do, I'll become a greater forces." And then he comes back, he still gets me, and goes, "I'll be back." I bet you this fight's gonna be a year and a half, and then MJF is gonna have other people fight CM Punk, and at the end, like, well, here we are, CM Punk.
So what you're
And-
trying to say is that they're gonna have more matches.
I bet you know what, for in terms of, I would say, well, I mean, for ratings and cinematic wise, yeah, they're gonna keep doing this for a while. I mean, no, I'm looking at this as a cinematic point of view, not.
I actually think it's the match is gonna be a good match, and I think this builds up to Wardlow versus MJF at the next pay-per-view. That's what I think.
They need to do 13 rounds 4, starring both of them. And then from there, that's where it's going to be. The final match is going to be back at AEW. Marketing right there. Tony
Right
Khan,
there.
let's write 13 rounds 4 and 5. I got it. Boom.
Speaking of marketing,
Starring Claudio Capri.
No,
the look
divorce
on
match.
Kyle's face says it all.
Yeah.
Yes,
Kyle,
Kyle.
Are you talking about 12 rounds?
Yeah. I just realized that right now. I just realized that. Shit.
Oh,
Oops. Sorry about that. I'm in 12 rounds.
oh man,
Ladies and
Sorry about
gentlemen,
you're not gonna get hired to do that movie. That's for
Well,
sure.
we are. We still are. Tony Khan, hire me, and we'll have Michael Bay direct us to be explosions and tits. And Britt Baker is going to be the girl's going to save everyone.
Oh my god. Going on now, Bruno.
But we didn't say
That was dyslexic DeVito, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
Back to
my
the
God.
action.
all kinds of nicknames tonight for Claudio. So it's apparent that Anthony Bowens is definitely going to beat Moxley next week, right? Before we go with the segment.
Going
Right.
on now.
Right, Moxley. I mean,
Yeah.
spoiler.
It's like saying I'm going to get
Moxley's
a girlfriend.
hometown. In Moxley's hometown too, he's gonna lose to Anthony Bowens.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they're gonna put him over next week.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro, I'm gonna take that. It's like saying Claudio's getting it's like me getting a girlfriend. Well, you know what?
You said it, Claudio, not me. But going on now to the next segment.
Back to the pornography. I mean, action, guys.
Red Velvet versus Leela Hirsch.
Oh, that was an intense match.
I didn't watch it, but I heard their music, and even their music sucks.
Well,
I just
Red
like their
Velvet,
grunts.
my girl Red Velvet had no time to let her music play because she stormed the ring
Yeah.
and got
Now,
shit
do you
started
think
right
she
away.
ran straight out of your mama's kitchen?
Yes. Yes, she did. She definitely came straight out of her mama's kitchen.
You know
She
what?
didn't have any time to whip anything up.
Yeah,
though.
no. That
Stubborn.
fight. The best part of that fight is when you hear the grunts. I'm like, oh, Pornhub coming
God,
true.
yeah.
Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Claudio
not
wants some
endorse
Red
the
Velvet
views,
Pantones.
Just so everybody knows, Claudio loves porn and sex and
to an unhealthy level, some may say.
Hey, someone has to be the idiot of the group. No, I'm kidding.
and Trish Stratus. Going on now.
And
So,
men.
You know what, Kyle? That's
Anything
too
else
far.
you guys want to talk about with the Red Velvet and Leila Hirsch match? Besides that,
It was an interesting match. That's all I'm gonna say. It was. I'm like, you know what? Finally, a good fucking match. And
I actually didn't watch it because I was wrapping up watching last night's episode of Jofo in the Ring.
Good one. Hey, it was good. I had fun.
Fantastic watch.
Good laughs, man. Some very good laughs.
We did.
You guys want to go have a laugh and relive Royal Rumble 1992 with myself and Kyle, the Spoiler Morin, streaming now on the Jofo in the Ring YouTube channel.
Do you
as
think
well
Manny
as
Poffo watched it?
well, I tagged him in it, so we'll see what happens, but I doubt it. But yeah, going on now, and we had
I have a
segment-
poem.
Please.
2 weeks ago they had the segment with FTR, so I guess we're gonna finally see that match, right?
Yeah.
With the Anderson and I always forget the other guy's
Is
name.
that Rampage or next week? They say.
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's on Dynamite. I think it's on Rampage, if I'm not mistaken, or on the Ange TV show next Wednesday. At
It
7
might be on
p.m.
the Ange TV show.
Might be on the Ange TV show,
It's gonna be on
Did
Pornhub.
they,
or 3 Men in a Podcast.
I think
Come on, Dirty Four.
That's
Come
good,
on,
though.
man.
I'm
Come
not
on,
making
man.
fun
You gonna leave out Dirty Four? What the hell, man?
I was joking, man.
It's actually going to be live on Claudio and Victoria's movie night trivia.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
Just
listen.
add all you want. No, I have nothing to say. I was just gonna
I like talking about FTR. I'm just saying that honestly, I can't wait to see them back in the ring. For the love of God, get a tag team in there. I'm not.
like
well,
they came in the ring tonight for 2 seconds there.
it's fine. They show themselves, and just to tell everybody we're still here. And that little segment they did in the back there with Arn Anderson. And honestly, I still would love to see, even though the ratings probably wouldn't skyrocket if it did happen, but. Totally Blanchard versus Arn Anderson. Just give it to us, man. I know Arn Anderson. You said
That's
that
too old.
he can't wrestle,
They're
but
too old, man. Okay, Christian Cage
Come on.
and Billy Gunn and those
give it
guys
to
can
us.
still go.
just give it to
No,
us.
You're gonna have
I see that,
stretchers
man.
by going into the ring. Like, all right, hold on, guys.
It's
Goddamn
nice to see
stretcher.
that once in a while. Like last year, I think Arn Anderson gave somebody a big spine buster.
Or a
like,
tag match or something. Let's get
That's
them in
it,
the
not-
ring.
No,
The
don't
four
put them
there.
up.
Let's get the.
Better when you don't see it coming and they do a random move. But Tully
Yeah.
did a match. What?
Yeah, Tully did a match.
Yeah.
A couple.
So I can't wait to see him back.
He
in
also
the ring.
dressed up like Bruce Springsteen in the
Yeah.
Stadium
Yeah.
Stampede match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to go check out that review, you can go check it out on our YouTube page. Kyle, the Spoiler Morin, has a excellent AEW review that he used to do back in the day. Those were fucking hilarious, man. Honestly, man, I think you should bring those back, Kyle. Not
Yeah,
to put you on the
yeah.
spot there, but
Yeah, bring those back, Kyle. No
I
pun
tried to, but we forgot to post them.
I know. It was Claudio's fault. Anyways, this could be all going down here, guys. To the last match, the lights out match.
Didn't we had a quick for Claudio, the big cinematic fan. We had the House of Black promo.
Oh, yes.
Did I hear
sorry, I
correctly?
missed that.
Did I hear correctly? And they introduced them as the number 5 contenders.
Yeah, for some reason.
That's a thing.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Not ranked number 5 in the division, but the number 5 contenders.
Hey,
Like,
listen,
they just say that.
listen. Probably contenders number 1 to 4. They're already.
Well, we know who they are.
and-
Number 1 contenders guarantee is 2.0. The number 2 contenders, I guess now apparently is what's their name? Did the Dark Order match happen? Yeah, it happened. Yeah, that was a fast one. So next, it's Private Party is the next number 1.
They're next in line to get an ass.
So it's the Private Party's number 1. Number 2 is definitely 2.0 out of default because they're just there.
Yeah.
What happened to 1.9?
We know number 5 is House of Black. Who's number 4?
Probably the Young Bucks.
Young Bucks or maybe
Yeah, they're like with 2.0. They're like just there by default.
Yeah. Or maybe the Ass Boys or
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
Christ.
the Ass Boys.
Actually, yeah, I think it is the Ass Boys.
The question is, Bruno, do you know who Danhausen is?
Yeah.
You know who he is?
From like that stint where we covered I think when me and Jeremy watched the that last Ring of Honor that PCO
He was tag
on.
team with who? He was tag team with PCO.
Oh, was that's the name.
Yeah, he was a tag team partner with PCO in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And
That's what we need.
honestly,
Another clown, another
Orange Cassidy. That's why Orange Cassidy's face is like, did I just lose my job here? Or,
Yeah. Oh
Did
my
the-
god. This could be
By the way-
another joke sideshow clown to take my spot. Like,
By the way-
2 Doink the clowns.
By the way, for Orange Cassidy,
well, there was.
was it me or did the announcer say from wherever he is
Yeah.
and weighing whatever he is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
it's
say
just
that every
whatever.
week.
It's from
Okay.
wherever, weighing whatever.
Because he doesn't give a shit, Claudio. That's his whole
his
shtick,
whole
right?
thing is doesn't care.
Okay,
That's his exciting, eh?
He's so
I know.
cool.
I know.
bro.
He's so
bro,
cool.
Orange
He's so cool.
Cassidy.
I
makes
would
me-
think that'd be your favorite wrestler, Bruno. He's entertaining. He's not a good
It's
wrestler.
not entertaining.
You know,
Did you
Bro.
notice how much emphasis JR put on not calling the gorilla position, but he kept referring to it as the go position?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
kept
yeah,
repeating it over and
Yeah.
over. I guarantee you, within a month, somebody's getting put through a table in the gorilla position on Raw. Guaranteed.
oh yeah.
100%. You heard it here first.
Okay, I like that. I like that spoiler.
Okay.
Why?
I could see it happening. That's for sure, 100%. But
Why?
so Adam Cole versus Orange Cassidy in the maybe the first 5 minutes of the match. Great start.
Yeah.
And then we had
That whole match
Danhausen
was
come out.
5 minutes.
So I guess Danhausen is all elite right now. Congratulations to Danhausen. He's back on TV. I don't know where that is going to go with him, but sticking with the main event here.
I still can't get over. Before we even get into the main event, the whole freaking imaging of this match, you're looking at it. These 2 guys, Adam Cole, okay, the gimmick,
Baby.
the guy, you could get behind him that he's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Against this other small, skinny guy that doesn't act like a wrestler, doesn't seem dangerous, or like, you know what I mean? Like, if we see him in a dark alley or in a no holds barred match, you'd be scared of this guy. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You try to believe that it's gonna be a dangerous match, and then like they showed it like 4 times. The whole imaging of the match and like the graphics is like them standing on like a bright beach.
Yes.
somewhere.
You see,
They
they
showed
use
like
the
4
fucking
times.
thing for
These 2 fucking like skinny surfer like dudes on the bright beach, and it's like a lights out beach match or whatever the fuck it was called. Like,
Yes.
Is this the first time you watched AEW Dynamite? Because I think this has been the trend since day one in AEW
But
Dynamite.
at least if you
AEW,
have like,
sorry.
but no, but at least if you have like 2 like an image, just a visual image of like again, I hate that you overdo his name, but let's just say like a Powerhouse Hobbs standing in front of
Brian Cage.
a Brian Cage. You could now you could put them on that beach look.
What about maybe
But,
like
you know,
Bobby
call it
Lashley
beach
versus
patch,
Brock
and it's like,
Lesnar? I would love to see that.
There you
oh,
go.
Wait,
That
VR.
this looks
Yeah.
like 2 wrestlers, right?
I can't
That's
wait
cool.
for that.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
You could think that something dangerous might happen in a lights out
Yes,
match with those guys.
exactly.
These 2 guys.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone that could think anything dangerous is gonna happen with these 2 guys in a lights out
I've
match.
said it since
which-
day one. It says
And-
since day
and-
one.
Didn't even get any
WWE.
blood.
WWE is in that position where they have those big guys. Everyone's chiseled. Everyone looks the part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, maybe there's a 10% of the guys that don't look the part, fine, but the 90% of them that do look the part, they look the part. But in AEW, that's flipped around. I think 10% look the part and 90% don't. So
The only thing I could say about this match is, man, they finally used the good setting for the promo. That's all I'm gonna say. I was not embarrassed. I was just like, what the fuck is this match? And
you didn't like the match?
I don't like the match. I don't know what it was. I just didn't like it. I don't know.
It was like Kyle says, it was another spot fest.
Yeah. But
I mean,
honestly,
look at that. You got Danhausen in there. He's probably going backstage looking for Darby and Sting so they can turn into the trick-or-treaters or some shit like that and have a Halloween street fight or some bullshit. That's
my mind was going this entire time. Like, all right, they're gonna fight in the dark. That's where it was going. And then I'm like, well, fuck.
Because you thought it was because the lights out.
Exactly. And I'm like, all right, it's gonna be cool. They're gonna somewhat fight in the dark. I'm like, yo, it's fucking lights.
The lights will be out.
Yo, it's lights.
Lights out match means it's not sanctioned. Basically, if anything happens, we're not liable.
Yeah, I got that.
You know what I mean? Okay, okay. I just want to make sure you know.
I got that when the announcer said it. I'm like, well, this is fucking disappointing.
I don't know. I think it could have been a lot better. I think if between you and me, I think the first match and the last match should have flipped, and that one should have been the first
100%.
match. The ladder match should have been the main event.
A match for the 2 titles, ladder match, and all that. You put it first, and you put these 2 freaking salam.
Actually, you know what? I think if the night started with Britt Baker, would have been would have been interesting. Yeah. Britt Baker, and you have one of those 2 Rimbambits do the match. Then you have some promos, and then you could put Wardlow. You could put Wardlow. Actually, you know what?
Mr. Mayhem to you, my friend.
All right, you could put Mr. Mayonnaise, whatever his name is, at the start, just to get people going. And then you get Britt Baker, and you get one of those people, and then
Matt Hardy there. Salam.
Yeah. It could have started with Mayhem and or Britt Baker at least, and then put one of those matches that we saw at the beginning and the end somewhere in the middle, and then at the end with either match. I think
Claudio's gonna be playing GM mode when
yeah,
I know, because some of these things actually, because I was watching this, I'm like, this would have been good if it was there. But again, what do I know?
But you know what doesn't make any sense to me is that if you know that you're going to put 2 guys together and then you have that contemplation. It's like, but if this guy loses, it's not good for him. Why put them in that match together, regardless of who's going to win? Because Orange Cassidy wins makes Adam Cole look like an idiot. If Adam Cole wins, Orange Cassidy, when's the last time Orange Cassidy has won a match? I think his last match he won was against Powerhouse Hobbs.
Well, look. People cheer for him, and his gimmick is that he doesn't care, so he doesn't need to win, obviously, right? So why do they make him beat Adam Cole? Fuck,
that's what I'm saying. Dumb. Of all people, if Adam, I don't know, man. It's just that's bad booking on my part. And I can't wait to see what Jim Cornette has to say about that. But.
I'm gonna say this now: Adam Cole's become divorced. Adam Cole.
Okay, now we can make fun of Bruno now.
All right,
that loser of life.
Back to the action. Then
that
I think
low life. Anyways, continue.
I think Adam Cole should be called divorced Adam Cole because
everyone's gonna be called the same thing.
Yes. And then after that, and then the heel's gonna turn, and some wrestlers are gonna move up, and some of them are gonna stay the same.
So Adam Cole should be called divorced Adam Cole, and Matt Hardy should be called divorced Adam Cole.
Divorced Matt Hardy.
Prenup Adam Cole, because Britt Baker should definitely get a prenup. Or whatever, because she has all the fucking pull in that relationship.
I don't think that's
true.
Britt Baker better fucking.
You're living in Mysterio land there.
I think Adam Cole is like, Britt Baker's. She's got it. I don't need to do anything. You know, he's
so are you saying
a lot of people knew who Adam Cole was before Britt Baker was?
And you know
that's
what?
a guarantee.
So are you saying Baker's a star? I think it should be stay-at-home Cole, stay-at-home dad Adam Cole.
So
and,
hold on, Bruno.
Britt Baker, D.M.D.
Bruno, if you're
because
Bruno, if I get this, are you saying that Adam Cole is a bitch in a relationship?
I didn't say those words. You said it. I do not.
Well,
want to be,
that's what you're implying, Bruno. So
I'm
you
not
know what?
implying
I'm
that. I'm
saying
just
what
saying
you're
he's
implying.
I was
Okay,
saying
there's
she's.
Tony Schiavone.
I'm saying I think that he just got the job at AEW to make sure that no one's that he has he's a little closer to her because he doesn't want to lose her. That's what I'm saying to think.
Maybe he's bullet.
Like,
Maybe he has
listen,
to
we
take
could
the
bring you
bullets.
like Adam. Listen, we could bring you in.
Stop.
Okay, but we have no
Adam
room for
Cole
you
is-
right now.
He's
He's
a
like, listen,
top
man, just bring
wrestler
me in.
in
I want to
AEW,
make
man.
sure that I don't
You
lose
stupid
Britt
or
because
what?
Britt Baker's on the way up. I don't want to lose her
Oh my
while I'm on
God.
the road with WWE over here. NXT.
Adam Cole could only hear this. My God.
Yeah.
No, but
He knows what he's
maybe
doing. He can't lose her. He's
No, but-
getting
no, but-
close.
Yeah.
no, but
He'll,
maybe
he'll fight freaking what's his
Okay,
face?
you know what?
said-
I'm going to tell you this. Watch those matches that I told you to watch of Adam Cole and NXT, and then next week, let's
that's
see if we
not-
talk the same way.
I'm
Because
saying
that's
now,
not the Adam Cole
I am
that we're
talking
supposed to be
about
seeing
now.
right now. It's a
I'm talking
disgrace
about
to
now.
everything that I know Adam Cole
maybe
is right
maybe
now.
they're
Losing
building
to
him up.
fucking
Maybe they're
Orange
building
Cassidy.
him up. Maybe
God,
maybe
I'm what-
maybe
I'm
they're
what-
building him up, and eventually he's gonna become.
You
the
don't
Adam
have to
Cole
build
we're
him up. He was already built up
Exactly.
already. There's no
Maybe they're-
building up on Adam Cole. He's there already.
Maybe
but
he's
I'm saying-
restarting.
I'm saying he for sure doesn't care that much.
Baby.
about- as long as he gets airtime and he's there
Of course.
close to his woman, so he doesn't lose her. He doesn't
Yeah.
care what storyline he's in. He doesn't care. Like
Okay.
you said, he already made it. He already has a
Go
name.
watch an episode of Days of Our Lives. This is
I'm,
AEW
I'm
Dynamite.
proving your point, you idiot. I'm saying I know who he is because of you guys, and like I said, he's all entrance right now. He could be more interesting. He's just not.
All that.
Right?
He's-
But he doesn't care because
I
he just
hate
has
you
a
even
name.
more now, Bruno.
He has a name.
He's
I hate
probably AEW
He's-
probably meant
Listen.
that probably
He
made Britt.
stay at home, Adam Cole. Right?
Adam
No,
Cole-
he's
That's what
probably-
it should be. Stay at home,
Adam
dad.
Cole
Adam
in
Cole.
NXT is 10 times the wrestler that Adam Cole in AEW is.
Yeah, well,
100%.
we're in
Thank
the
you,
AEW
Kyle.
era right now, so he
Sa-
better get his fucking
Yeah.
his brown lunch
Sadly,
bag skills
right
ready
now, Adam
make
Cole
sure he
hasn't
makes.
been impressive in AEW.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's why he better make sure that he's good at packing lunches for Britt Baker before she
No,
leaves.
I think
Make sure
think
he has her protein shakes ready for when she goes
Wait,
to the
did
gym.
I just see that
Because
right?
all the money's in D.M.D. and it's
Enzo
not-
Mendocino. Enzo, you have to understand that what this statement you just made here, calling it now Brandy is the one to dethrone Britt Baker.
If that
You had
happens,
you
I'll
had a
barf in my
nice,
mouth.
you had a gallon of wine there from the canteen over there. Or what? You drinking right out of the bottle?
I think you know what the story is gonna be. I think the story is gonna be focusing more on Britt Baker to get her up there and to get all her to get the hype, and then something's gonna happen between Britt Baker and Adam Cole because there's some bullshit fight, and Adam Cole is gonna finally wake up, and that's gonna be the Adam Cole we're gonna get. When we don't know, she might go with MJF, she might go with CM Punk, she might go with divorced Matt. We don't know, but Adam Cole is gonna wake up eventually.
All right.
How about we talk
How
about
about let's
me
take it to
earning
the
it? How about we
What?
talk about me earning a top fan badge on Jeremy Prophet's Facebook page today, though?
Ooh.
Thanks for the update, Kyle.
Yes, top fan badge.
As the real spoiler in this whole wrestling game here, Claudio's becoming the new spoiler here, but I don't know.
Oh,
The spoiling hasn't been spoiling yet here. I don't know. It's a little bit
Claudio
spoiling,
couldn't
you could say.
spoil milk.
You agree? Do you agree with that, Kyle? Claudio's claims there.
No.
I think though, what's interesting about what Enzo said, and I think could be a possibility, is I could see the attention fiend that she is of Brandy. I could see her being the mouthpiece or the manager for
Yes.
whoever the potential
wrestle.
next
The bitch
person
can't
is. Like,
speak, though.
but she
Don't wrestle.
thinks she can. She thinks she can. So
She
she
can't
always
wrestle
has
either.
to men- she always
And
has
they
to
let
mention
her
that
because
she's
she-
black whenever she comes out. We get it.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I didn't notice.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
don't
But
know.
I could see her though being the manager of whoever the next girl is.
No, I know what. Better yet,
Speaking
stay in
of
the
that,
back. Stay
Nyla
in the
Rose
back.
came out. We didn't talk about that. Nyla Rose came out with.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what the fuck was that?
Who did she
I'm like,
call out?
I'm sure that was a tranny and something. I'm like, the fuck is this promo? I'm
You
just
were
kidding.
wrong. Okay. You were wrong. I don't know why you would assume that.
Listen,
That is the former women's champion Nyla Rose
I know. I was
calling
just- I
out
was
Ruby Soho, Claudio.
I know that. I was just annoyed that it came out of nowhere. And then, but why does she keep looking at
Claudio?
Yeah.
Do you know who Nyla Rose is?
I know. I do. I do.
Google her.
I
Google
do.
her.
She's a transgender wrestler.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
And
listen,
we are live.
Listen, I think
Baby.
I take back what I said.
Well, you can't. It's live. So
I
Claudia,
know.
Claudia.
Oh, yeah.
Canceled.
Yeah.
Canceled.
you are canceled. We're looking
All
for
right.
a fourth man for the AEW Dynamite review for next week.
But what I think Claudio was about to say is what I was gonna say.
I know.
Did you notice? Did you notice that she was like cutting the promo but staring at Jim Ross the whole time?
Why?
And literally at the end, Jim Ross even says, "Sure, okay, why are you telling me about it? Go find her." Like,
Yeah, exactly.
What? Yeah. Actually,
it's like she came out, she was staring at him cutting the promo.
They could have had her do a promo in the back next to the stairs where Matt Hardy did his promo. Did the same thing there, and it could have did the all the same, But
Yeah, because everyone's promos on the same stairs.
Or was it down? Because that's what I'm trying to understand.
to build up a match with Ruby Soho because Ruby Soho screwed her over to win the TBS title in the tournament.
But what did it have to do with JR though? That's or
it had nothing to do with JR.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's just JR was at the wrong place at the wrong time, I guess. Poor guy.
Okay. That's all.
I just think it's something so stupid that if AEW ever comes to Montreal, we could put the use of broken escalators at Esports Central and let them film a promo on those stairs downstairs.
Yeah, of course.
If you guys didn't cut a promo, I've stairs.
Yeah.
You know what I was just thinking about?
Well, let's plug our wonderful sponsors at Esports Central at 1231 St. Catherine Street West, where we get these great chairs. Where Bruno where he's sitting on that beautiful chair there from Esports Central. Go check them out when things do open up again. Hopefully,
they're open Saturday.
Hopefully, and just remember, there is an
Canada's
elevator
open
there, so you
Saturday.
can take the elevator there because the escalators are broken.
Matt Hardy,
come into the action.
promo there. You have to come
Walk
and do
up
a
the
promo there as Woke Hardy. All right, please come and do it.
Hey, and I'll tell you what, next time that there's a comedy show there, you cannot miss it because you never know what you'll miss when we're live because for all you Claudio Mr. Comedy fans out there, the expansion on some of the classic jokes that we all know and come to love, when you didn't think they could have been made better.
Nobody
And
knows
if
what
you're
you're talking about right now.
If you're lucky, some of his
So
jokes may
nice.
be said twice.
The joke's so nice, he says it twice.
There you go.
Okay. All right,
Nice little assholes.
guys. Come on, man. Why you guys
Not
throwing
right.
me under the bus?
That's not right, man. The
I know.
show's meant to throw Bruno under the bus, not Claudio, guys.
What
That's
did
what
I
it's all
do?
about.
What did I
We
do?
talked about this. Don't go against the script. Anyways, guys, let's get to the action. Back to the action. Predictions for next week's AEW Dynamite. The two matches that I know that are happening next week. The first one, Ruby Soho versus Claudio Capri's favorite wrestler, Leyla Hirsch. Who you guys got?
I got the babysitter from The Simpsons.
Ruby Soho.
I don't know. That's going to be an interesting one. I'm not going to predict anything.
Well, if they're gonna have a rematch, Ruby Soho won the first one. I think Leyla Hirsch is gonna win this one here, and culminate in a third match at a later pay-per-view. That's what I think, or maybe on another AEW Dynamite or something. But I think Leyla Hirsch is gonna win this match.
Probably Lita's going to come. I don't know. I'm just kidding. All right.
Well, it's funny that Lita was asked to come on AEW before she came back on WWE.
Exactly.
Pretty crazy.
She's probably gonna get that WWE paycheck first.
Yeah.
See how long it lasts, and then if she wants to
Obviously.
stay in it.
Obviously.
Are we going to see the Team Extreme reunited?
We all know that AEW overpays their talent. Anyways,
Ooh, oh my God, it's so true, huh?
Team
That
Extreme.
would be sick. Not to sound Claudio, the only thing better would be if Lita brings back the thong sticking out of her cargo pants style. Then we're really talking attitude era.
Oh my God! Do you think Lita is gonna be in AEW when the Hardys do reunite in AEW? Is
Team
that the
Extreme,
case?
baby.
I
can't believe it. You know what? It's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. They're gonna throw the Brinks truck at Lita to come, guaranteed.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially coming off the Royal Rumble and everything, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. So the next match that we know so far for next week, the big one, MJF versus CM Punk. Who do you got, Claw?
I think.
Claw?
Yeah.
I was just saying.
I can't call him Claude. People call him Claude.
It's okay.
I don't know because I saw I saw, and a lot of people call you Claudio Capra as well, Claudio.
Yeah, that's true. No,
I saw the video, Claudio. Don't worry.
I think
I saw the video.
I think
Nobody saw it. Hey, okay.
I think the match is going to be interrupted. Like we're all going to think CM Punk is going to win, but MGF is going to do something, and that's going to piss a lot of people off. And I think it's no one's going to win.
Wardlow helps CM Punk beat MJF.
No, nobody.
Nobody?
Like nothing's going to happen.
Something
Of course,
was a no contest.
MJF is going to run away. And the real match is going to be CM Punk versus someone else.
No, because Chicago will riot if something happens like that. They have to have a match. They have to have a match.
Yeah, but it's going to be
have a match, but there's going to be not a defined winner.
Exactly.
I can't wait to see if MJF wins, we riot signs next week.
Or it's
they had that
start
sign at the GCW pay-per-view.
Yeah, they did with the Corona. Eh?
Yeah,
he made a shirt out of it.
Yeah,
he made a shirt out of it.
Kofi Weedson on Twitch is saying this could actually be the possibility. Wardlow helps MJF take the loss.
Oh,
and that makes MJF lose but stay strong, and it does. But
and then it builds up to MJF versus Wardlow.
But
at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, but one of
does
these
that
it's
end
too early
CM
though.
Punk though? Was that?
CM Punk doesn't have to be. He's a stepping stone, CM Punk, for MJF.
In and out, yeah.
That's it. It's in and out. It's in and out. So I could see that happening. Yeah, I could see that. I think Kofi's usually good on the spoilers, just as good as Kyle. So yeah.
Ooh, maybe a contender one of these days for that spoiler championship.
Happening at East
You gotta go through me first, Kyle.
I don't know. Claudio's trying to be the next spoiler here. I don't know if you're pissing off Kyle here.
No, I can't piss off Kyle.
You know what?
Wow, when the next comedy shows do come back and you're not on the one with Kyle, you're gonna figure it out after, right? I don't want this guy on the show. You made fun of me on the podcast.
No. Kyle is gonna be no worry. We're gonna do the show, and then as he's hosting, and he's gonna bring me up, he's gonna roast me for 5-10 minutes.
Mr. Mayhem, that's your new nickname.
No. It has to be divorced. No, it has to be obsolete or divorced Claudio.
How about single Claudio Capri?
Come on, man.
Anything you guys want to add to this AEW Dynamite review?
We have the kings of the Black Throne, Brody King and Malachi Black versus Penta, El Zero Mero, and Pac next week. Also, is the other match they announced.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that one.
So I guess Pac is going to be introduced into the House of Black after that match because he's going to beat up Penta. That's what I think is going to happen.
Maybe.
You think so?
Maybe.
I think so.
Maybe.
It will be. It will probably be the match of the night. Don't get me wrong.
Already.
That's going to be a great match.
Yeah, already from what we were saying, it's going to be my favorite match already, and I didn't even see it because the bastard is going to win.
The what?
The bastard.
The bastard.
Fuck,
the
that's what it's
bastard.
called.
Okay,
the bastard.
I wasn't ready for that. The English accent.
And we have an update here from Claudio Capri, Wyndham report. Claudio, do you have any news on Wyndham?
No, but I know the bastard is going to win, I think, next week. Claudio, that's not what we wanted. Oh, all right, guys.
Now he's talking to himself now. You're too much, Claudio, man. All right, man. Let's wrap it up. It's been a great time here for the AEW Dynamite Beach Break. We had some great matches. Next week, we got some great matches. CM Punk versus MJF. We got Ruby Soho versus Nyla Rose and so much more. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. My name is Frank Jofo. Claudio, tell them where they can find you quick.
Dirty Four Podcast and Offbeat Comedy with Kyle Morin.
And the man that has gotten a badge for Jeremy Prophet's Facebook page, Kyle the Spoiler Morin. Tell them where they can find you.
Commenting on Jeremy Prophet's Facebook page, baby.
What a badge. Like a badge. And Select the Blue, tell them where they can find you, you salam.
So you don't really need to find me.
And that's it for us, guys. Let's cut it off right there. We don't have enough time for you, Bruno.
No, I don't want to. Before we go, I just want to say for real. Before we go, speaking of Jeremy and being a voice of Canada, I just want to say thank you to everyone doing what they're doing right now on the roads, making their way to make an impact on what's going on in our country. I love Canada.
Oh, it's this show.
I
isn't
love
it?
Canada, and it's gonna happen. Is all I'm saying. Just do your research. Shit's changing. We're gonna be
Go
Canadian,
Canada, go.
and the real Canadians are coming out, and that's all I'm gonna
Allez,
say
le
about
Quebec.
that. No matter where you stand
Jeremy
in life,
Prophet. Jeremy
we're a
Prophet's
free-
leading that.
we're one of the greatest countries in the world, and we need to really see it in action right now. And that's all. And on that note, ciao.
Thanks, Bruno. Thanks, everybody. Claudio, Kyle, Bruno, and myself, Frank Jofo. This has been the AEW review. And remember, wrestling is life. Yeah.